The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams.
Is behind him in the formation. And the handoff is going to go to Henschel. Henschel's got a gap and a seam. Henschel pile driving his way forward. Henschel to the end zone. Arms up for the Fond du Lac touchdown.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, expert analysis, and top-notch production.
Takes a snap, gives to Schomburg. Schomburg, hole, right side! Sideline, touchdown!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multiple-year first-place winner for best play-by-play in the state.
Cash it in, tie this thing up. Motion goes to Momentum. He'll line up at the backfield now. Williamson, play fake, looking, one-on-one coverage. Johnson, touchdown! Fond du Lac, a 27-yard strike. And there,
our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Sam's Well Drilling, Katie's Log Cabin,
Generations Lanes and Angling Only, PT Tire and Service, Pino Construction,
Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Glamour Shop, Schaefer Auto,
Airtech, Coal, Oil and Propane, WIT Services,
Pioneer Keg, Lidke Lumber, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Phase Heating and Cooling, Integrity Saw and Tool.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth with Jeff's live stream, providing game day coverage.
Good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome to the Hunter Gymnasium at St. Mary Springs Academy as the St. Mary Springs Academy Ledgers take on the WLA Vikings. Justin Schwartzman alongside Jordan King, Jacob Haney down on the portable. Jordan once again back. Now we're back for another WLA game this week. This time we'll move schools and we'll go to St. Mary Springs here for the first time this year.
Yeah, happy to be here. I do want to give a shout out as we get going here to Jeff for his willingness and effort to make sure that we could be at WLA last week and be here at Springs tonight. We'll be at Campbell Sport next week as well. So seeing some teams that maybe we don't get quite as much coverage, especially on the volleyball front. And so I do want to give a tip of the cap to Jeff for, making sure that this could happen. And tonight, as you mentioned, rivalry match, obviously, WLA and Springs. Everyone knows that. But 2-1 on this on the flyway season for WLA. We saw that 5-setter last week against Mayville. One that if WLA was able to win that, they'd control their own destiny. In certain ways, they still control a lot of things. Obviously, if Mayville wins out, WLA can't win the conference. But tonight's going to be a big one for WLA to stay one game back of Mayville, stay one game back of Laconia, keep themselves in the hunt for a flyway title. And for Springs, they're 1-2. Their two losses so far have come to Laconia and Campbell Sport, two teams that people thought were going to be the top two preseason in the flyway. So, Springs is fine. There's still plenty of firepower on this team, and I think they look at tonight as a chance to really kind of spur their season on and get back on the winning track after they lost in 4 last time out against Campbell Sport.
All right, we're going to step aside. We'll run a couple of ads. We'll come back and talk about the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings after this on Radio Plus, Video Sports, and Jeff's live stream.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Precision engineering. Rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
Airtech Heating, doing whatever it takes. Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today. Coal Oil and...
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream. Going to talk about Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. And Jordan, we saw Jenna Petrowitz last week was fantastic against Mayville. And we talk about it every time with WLA. And we said it was a big matchup in the middle against Mayville. But the middles are key here. Jill Pino has 1.9 kills per set. She had a fantastic match against Mayville in the loss. And we know what we're going to get from WLA. We know where the ball's going.
Yeah, and their two middles, once again on Tuesday, they got a win in the non-conference against Roncalli. And, again, led by their two middles, 9 kills for Jenna Petrowitz. And the one thing, to maybe keep an eye out for WLA is, we saw Abby Walta in that fifth set. Abby Walta, their starting setter, and also plays all the way around, does some outside stuff. She's still out with a knee injury. Their hope is that they'll get her back, hopefully sooner rather than later. But that means we're going to see Sam Unger, the senior, play all the way around. She had 20 assists on Tuesday, and she had 4 blocks as well, 4.5 blocks at the net. So we'll see more Sam Unger tonight. Obviously, that's more height for WLA. And so that good block that we saw against Mayville, I think actually might get a little bit better. Obviously, they want Walta back because she's a tremendous all-around player. But the length and the height that Sam Unger provides all the way around now, I think is going to make WLA perhaps even more dangerous at the net in particular. But as you mentioned, it all starts and rolls through their middles.
Speaking of the middles, they lead the team in blocks with 32 from Jenna Petrowitz, 26 from Jill Pino. And not that we didn't mention her, but Haley Wolf, 5.6 digs per set, just set the dig record at WLA, and it's going to keep going up because she set it 10 or 20 games into this, or 20 matches into the season-ish.
Yeah, and she had 42 against Mayville. You heard Coach Capps after the match give a shout out to Haley Wolf and her ability as a defensive specialist. She has been tremendous. She had another 30 digs on Tuesday against Roncalli. So it just keeps on keeping on. Now, WLA's got to find some help for her because right now, unless it goes to Haley Wolf, their first passes, and we saw it against Mayville, their first passes haven't been great. So they got to find someone to help out Wolf defensively, get some solid passes here, and allow Unger to get into a rhythm, and then let these middles and let these outsides start to feast a little bit. So that's kind of going to be the key that I'm watching for. It's got to be someone other than just a bunch of kills a bunch of digs from Haley Wolf coming up tonight.
She also leads this team in aces with 40 aces so far this season. And we talked about Unger going to get that more of the setting role today, obviously with Walta out. She already leads this team. She leads this team in assists anyways, but we saw a lot more of Walta in that Mayville game match anyways.
Yeah, right. And before, Unger had 20 assists against Roncalli on Tuesday. So you take away those 20 assists, and and Walta and Younger were within about 15, 20 assists of each other. So, yeah, I think Unger's going to be, she's used to playing all the way around. She's done this in the past. They've run a 5-1 before. So this is going to be nothing new for Sam Unger. She'll settle right back into that role and see if they can't put some pressure on the Ledgers tonight.
11:39 to go in the warm-up. We'll step aside. We'll run a couple more ads. We'll come back with talking about the Ledgers after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams.
Is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamera. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamera, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Municipal Well and Pump began over 100 years ago, one community and one relationship at a time. Employee-owned, employee accountable, a personal stake in every project. Today, we are the largest well and pump contractor in the region. Our customers know us as honest people who treat them as people. We believe every family deserves clean, abundant water. To us, nothing is more important. We might not always be the lowest priced option, but integrity and dependability can be rare. And in this vital industry, prioritizing a quality experience creates lifetime relationships. Municipal Well and Pump. We care about keeping clients connected to water.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere. Hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE.
here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream. He's going to talk about the Ledgers of St. Mary's Springs. And Jordan, you said they started 1-2 in the conference so far this season, but a tough start in terms of schedule for the conference.
Yeah. I mean, Laconia right off the bat, you can't get much more difficult than that. And then Campbellsport, and both of those on the road, by the way. So you're playing two of the top three teams. I think everyone before the season, again, we've had this conversation. If you've listened to Justin and I at all in any volleyball broadcasts this year, I think everyone kind of had a feeling around the conference. Laconia, Mayville, Campbellsport, I think is what most people thought top three. Now, WLA is certainly playing better than people thought. Springs has earned the right to always be part of that conversation as well. So that's all worth noting. So to have Laconia on the road, Campbellsport on the road, in two of your first three games is a brutal start, to your point. And so, like I said in our first segment, this is an opportunity in a rivalry match to get back at it and put yourself right back in it. If you're a Springs player, coach, or fan, you got to feel like this is your opportunity to kind of right the ship and start stacking some wins together here towards the end of conference season.
Ellie Gilgenbach leads this team in kills per set with 2.6. Stella Ployce with 1.8, and Morgan Knockreiner with 1.4. 11, or just about a 12% hitting percentage from Sophie Schneider, 10% from Knockreiner, and 10% from Gilgenbach.
Yeah, and just one note on Gilgenbach. She swings so much. Yeah. So, I mean, that's part of the reason her hitting percentage is maybe a little lower than you would expect. She gets so many swings over the course of a night. And so, yeah, we'll see. She had 14 kills the other night. So, she's certainly dangerous. And then Morgan Knockreiner is going to have a huge responsibility tonight, as she is, one of the middles for Springs and going up against two really good middles tonight for WLA.
Springs, not a fantastic blocking team. I don't know if the stats are skewed. I mean, I didn't think they were fantastic blocking-wise against Laconia the game we saw them. 6 from Schneider, 6 from Knockreiner, 5 from Ployce.
Yeah, and you just look at the team. I mean, they don't really have
a ton of height.
Yeah, they don't, Mayville's an all airport team, as the saying goes, right? You see them walking through the airport, they're probably a pretty good blocking team because they have so much height. 5 players that are close to or over 6 feet for Mayville. Similar when you see Jill Pino and Jenna Petrova, it's like you can tell WLA's got some height in the middle, and to a lesser extent, that's kind of where Springs is at. So this is not to say that they couldn't come out here and compete at the net, because I expect them to do that. But, yeah, it's not their strength.
Yet again, a team with another fantastic libero in the flyweight conference, Annalise Kuhn, who played about as good as you could have played in a 4-set loss against Laconia in that match that we did.
Yeah, she was excellent, and she took it upon herself to get the offense going in that second set that they eventually, that was the big comeback for Laconia in that second set, where they came back from about 7 or 8 down. But yeah, she had those little push shots to the corner. WLA's got to be mindful to stuff like that. I don't know if WLA is one of those teams that watches a ton of film, but if you do, you have to know that that's what you're going to get from the Ledgers coming up tonight, and in particular Annalise Kuhn, who is just about everywhere on the floor.
Once again, per usual, she leads this team in digs, but in aces-wise, Stella Ployce with 30, Annalise Kuhn with 22, and then Sienna Ployce, the freshman, with 10. Kind of similar to Mayville. You got a couple that are up there, and then it just falls apart.
Yeah, and I haven't dug too deep into Springs stats because they weren't up for a large portion of the season, so I haven't gone through them quite as deeply as I would like to. But I think I don't know what their serving percentage is, because you look at Mayville. That's Coach Capps mentioned it. They don't have a ton of aces, but they don't have a ton of errors either. So I'm not sure where that is for Springs this year. I will say they did a nice job against Laconia. That was part of the reason that they kept themselves in it during that second set against Laconia earlier this year. So we'll see how they play tonight from the serving aspect.
That not only that, we'll talk about since we got through the teams, what we got coming up tomorrow. What you have coming up tomorrow? You have Springs and Mayville.
Yeah.
Fantastic matchup coming there.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. And talking with both coaches. Both coaches kind of said, like, Coach Wilderman said, hey, look, we didn't treat the WLA game like a loss. We played well for 42 minutes of that game. Now, obviously, they got to play well for 48 minutes. They haven't done that yet this year for Springs. But I think, Coach Hilbert knows that tomorrow could be a banana peel for Mayville. Like, they have to come to play, or Springs is plenty good enough to knock them off. And so I'm looking forward to that. This is quite a stretch of football games that I've been blessed to see in the Flyway. Springs, WLA Mayville Week 1, Springs Lamira, WLA versus Springs. We've had quite the start to conference play. I've gotten to see some pretty good matchups. That'll continue tomorrow.
That being said, Laconia fans, they're not out here tonight, but I got them and Lamira tomorrow. You want to check in on that? What else we got going? I think we have, I'm trying to think where we're all are at tomorrow. We got Randolph against, I did all the editing this morning. I should really know where that one is, but
yeah, I got to be honest. My
Randolph Gator.
I'm not paying attention too much outside the Flyway Conference.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to Campbellsport. We got anyone at the Campbellsport game tomorrow? So
I think that's pretty much. I know that we have the Waupun game wherever they may play on tomorrow. I don't know exactly where they are tomorrow. And Fond du Lac will Nickel have that as well. Wherever.
You can always guarantee you'll have Waupun, Fond du Lac, and Springs, and then probably Laconia or Lamira.
Or a Mayville.
And it just so happens that all those teams are playing each other tomorrow night. So.
I think Oakfield Valley Christian, that is going to be a good one, actually.
Yeah,
that's a battle at the top of their conference. Actually, an 8-man football. Never got a chance to watch that. It's actually quite entertaining. I did not think it was going to be entertaining. My hopes were not up going into it, and I was completely wrong.
Yeah, 8-man gets such a bad rap. I'm not sure why. You think about it logically, there's more space on the field for big plays to happen. It's an awesome product, so.
All right, we're going to step aside. We'll run a couple of ads. We'll come back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry, our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Upgrade your comforted living space for 2025. Your living room should be a place of comfort and connection. A sectional provides the perfect blend of style and function, giving you plenty of seating for family, friends, and relaxation. For 50 years and counting, Verhang's Furniture has been proudly serving the Waupun area at prices you can afford. Visit us today at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhangsfurniture.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhang's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
When you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube or Spotify.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath, we know that your home is more than just 4 walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through it.
Back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream. Going to go through the starting lineups for both teams. Going to start with WLA. Eddie Supernan will get the start. Haley Wolf, Peter Libero, Sam Unger, Anna Spiegelberg, Jenna Petrowitz, Joe Pino, and Bella Dowland. And for the Ledgers, Sienna Ployce will get the start. Annalise Kuhn will be the Libero. Riley Gilgenbach will once again lock it down for the Ledgers. Morgan Knockreiner, Sophie Schneider, and Allie Verkouteren. See, they said senior number 10, Jordan, so we weren't wrong.
Yeah, they're trying to throw us off. She's wearing number 3 tonight, so.
Must have forgot her jersey.
Yeah,
that's okay.
As the
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
well,
as they say.
As the shouldn't you bring both colors anyways if you're going to be the libero anyway? I don't know. So it should be a good one tonight. A reminder of the Flyway rankings. Laconia and Mayville both sit at 3-0. Campbellsport and WLA at 2-1. Springs is 1-2, along with North Fondy, who got a sweep of Lamira last week, and then Lamira and Omro both 0-3 to start conference play. So there you go. Off the top of my head, I think that was 100% correct for the Flyway rankings.
That was the Flyway Minute. We'll call it that.
Yeah,
Instead
there
of the
you go.
Flyway Focus, the Flyway Minute. Brought to you by Jordan King.
Brought to you by Flyway Focus. Go follow us on Instagram, X, and Facebook.
Anytime.
Or if you don't want to follow us on X, that's okay too, because I don't pay the extra dollars to have the blue check mark on X, so that's all right.
We don't either, so it's okay. Jeff's live stream doesn't either.
Elon doesn't need my $8 a month, so there you go.
Thanks to everybody that's tuned in so far. Hop into that YouTube channel. Let me know where you're watching from, who your favorite player is. I know, again, we don't get to do a lot of volleyball up in the, I would say, the greater Fond du Lac area.
Yeah, way up north here.
Yeah, it is way up north. My way up north is me going northwest and going to Laconia.
Out to Rosendale, that's right. So, yeah, no, it's like I said, this is my second time seeing Springs this year. This will be time 4 or 5 seeing WLA, and both of these teams second time on Jeff's live stream / Radio Plus Video Sports. So, you know, for WLA, this is a big match. WLA, again, they don't control their own destiny, but if they win out and beat Laconia and beat Campbellsport, you know, I understand Mayville's already beaten WLA and Campbellsport, but Mayville's still got to play Springs. They still got to play Laconia. There's still hurdles there for Mayville that they're going to face over the course of the season. So worth mentioning that. Mayville's got Lemira at home tonight, by the way. Laconia is at North Fond du Lac, and that leaves Campbellsport on the road at Omro. So that's the other matches tonight in the Flyway Conference. And I'll have all the results for you tomorrow morning on Flyway Focus, the sports report. I think we're waiting for 2 other. Oh, no, there's maybe 1 other official. I see 1 line judge. Oh, there's the other line judge. Never mind. I don't know what we're waiting for here.
Seems that we're having a conversation here.
We got Jacob down there, and he doesn't even know what's going on. So,
Jacob, go put a headset on Krieger and then tell him to relay what's going on with it. I feel like it looks like an official seems to be having some questions. That's what I was going with, right?
Yeah, it did. It looked like he was having a conversation with Coach Krieger, and so they're going to try to get that situated, and then we'll finally get to go.
Well, while this is going on, we'll run an ad or so. We'll come back. We'll be back into this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams.
When you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube or Spotify.
Day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Upgrade now and get more vehicle for your buck during the truck season sale at Holiday. Lease this new GMC Sierra Elevation at $549 per month, or score rates as low as 0% plus generous cash incentives on a new Sierra while you enjoy our genuine guest care.
It's impressive how easy car buying can be with Team Holiday on your side. I'm New York running back Braylon Allen, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream. Still going through this issue we're having here. I don't know what the issue is.
Yeah,
it's been a pretty good argument. It seems some sort of jersey issue from WLA, and I think it's pointed towards Haley Wolf.
Yeah, but the JV player that they just went and got has a white uniform on, number 17. So is it something with Dowling? What are we doing here is my question. And Coach Recker coming out here for WLA. So here's the jersey. We got that from underneath the bleachers. And now Coach Krieger holding the jersey for inspection.
We saw a coach in the stands in this situation.
We got.
This has been very entertaining to start, and we have not even had the first swing of the day from anybody.
And so now Annalise Kuhn just took her sleeves off. WLA's got a jersey. Now the Ledgers are going back to the locker room, but not Annalise Kuhn. Are they going to make? What's going on?
This is a great question. Jacob, I'm going to send you on a mission here. I'm going to have you go ask Coach Krieger.
Just say, can we relay anything about the delay?
The delay, because we would like to know. For the people at home, if you don't know who, Jacob, I don't know if you know who Coach Krieger is. Yep. Okay, perfect. We're going to switch off of his camera, and we'll see if he can relay anything for us. You can text it to me. Hey, look at him. Dang, I wish I had our camera up there. Krieger's coming to look at us.
Oh, he's going to cut. Oh, we love this.
I'm going to give him a microphone. I think I even have that opportunity. Maybe. So they're saying that there's not enough contrast between jerseys and everybody else. So never experienced this before. I've never seen this before, but it is what it is, right? We're gonna. So Springs is going to change. We're going to step aside. We'll run a couple of ads. We'll come back after this on Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Marr Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Jordan's got a full explanation from Coach Kyle Krieger.
Yeah, this is just silly, and I'll be careful here because this is. I mean, we're delaying things here when everyone's ready to watch a quality conference volleyball match because they said the difference between Annalise Kuhn's libero uniform is not a big enough difference to the Ledger's uniforms. One's white, one's blue, okay? If you can't tell that Annalise Kuhn right now is the libero, I don't know what to tell you. And so that's what the lead official wanted us to all wait an extra 15 minutes. Again, I'll leave it at that, and I won't say anything else because I don't want to. It's just silly. It's silly. I know all of these rules exist on the WIAA website, and they all go into effect for certain reasons. But there's a point where we just say, okay, if both coaches agree that this is okay, then let's just play the match. And so here we are, this was supposed to tip off at 7 o'clock. We're here at 7:33, and we still have not had the teams shake hands. So that's all I'll say about it, and we'll be done. Let's play volleyball finally.
Now, the worst part about it is I have three numbers that are non-existent on the Ledgers.
Yeah, so we'll do our best to relay those. That may need to go between a set. And so Gilgenbach is 25 now. I believe the freshman Ployce is 6.
Yep, and she stays 6. I think the starting lineup, the only change was Gilgenbach.
Do you have a 29 on
I
there?
don't have a 29. And
Yeah,
she's
so
very tall.
There's a 29. So Knockreiner is 30 now, not 19.
29 has got to be Sophie Schneider. No, she's 26.
Yeah.
Boy.
Apologies for all of this. This is just
I know,
ridiculous.
it's just us trying to figure some stuff out here.
This is ridiculous. 28, I believe, is a Stella Ployce now, or is that Verkotteren? I don't know.
Stella Ployce
it looks like
10.
Oh yeah, Ployce is 10. Excuse me. Yeah, there she is.
Now we're really getting into this. We're really getting into
and so, like the unintended consequences of all of this stuff. And I
the
guarantee
girls are having fun.
I guarantee, yeah, we appreciate the Springs girls having a glass half full opinion on this. I can guarantee you that WLA did not make us think about this. This is not a WLA saying, hey, this is not WLA complaining. So I just want everyone at home to know that. This was not a complaint brought up by WLA. This was the head official making this call. So, and now we're kind of a little left out to dry because we have a bunch of different numbers. Now they have to relay those numbers onto the official statistics, and then we'll get to play volleyball. So we might as well take another break here, Jeff. I mean, I'll leave that up to you, but
yeah, might as well run it if
they got to change all the numbers on the official score sheet. They got to change it on the note card that they hand into the official. It's just, if you thought you were tuning in late, good for you, because we may not play at 8 o'clock. We'll see. I don't know. Oh, here we go. We got the thumb up. So
are we getting a whistle? I'm waiting for the whistle. All I want is the whistle. Now this guy's like, well, what are we waiting for?
Well, him.
There we go.
We
have a ball game here, folks.
He doesn't get to complain. He's the one who caused this.
So 29's got to be somebody in the starting lineup.
So between 29 and 28, one is Verkotteren, correct?
Is Verkotteren wearing 28? If she's
not
wearing
sure.
28, that's got to be her. That would be my guess. No, she was much shorter than that. She is wearing 28. 29 is an anomaly to me.
Do you have Schneider anywhere?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's because I only have 5 players. I'm missing somebody. Who would have been in the starting lineup that I didn't circle? Is it Krusik?
No.
No.
Nuss, I would think, probably.
Nuss? Okay,
yeah.
We'll go with Nuss. If it's not, it's not.
Yeah, it's not our fault that they had to change numbers on their uniform. So, by the way, look at the numbers. If you look at the jerseys now, there's not much difference from the jerseys they just changed out of. But apparently, not a big enough difference is what we were told between the blue and the white jerseys that Springs had. This is the first time in the history, Coach Krieger also told us this is the first time all season that this has been a problem. So it's frustrating that, but here we go.
Wolf to serve, and we're underway finally at Hutter Gymnasium. Pass goes in the middle off the arms of Haley Wolf and out of bounds. That's a start from Knockreiner with the kill.
Yeah, and we'd mentioned her a couple of times in the pregame about her needing to have a big night tonight against a really good middle that she's facing against WLA.
Santa Ployce will go back to serve. Dug out by Wolf. Knocked around, out of bounds. The freshman Ployce continues his third on this team in aces. We'll get another one.
Yeah, that was a beautiful serve. And if you can throw Haley Wolf off, we talked about it in the pregame, 42 digs against Mayville a week ago. If you can throw her off, you know it's a good serve.
They'll set in the middle. Big swing from Petrowitz off the arms and out of bounds.
That one almost ended up in Nina off the arms of Kuhn, who did a nice job to shuffle over there, but she was never getting to that one.
Eddie Supernan will serve. Out of the back row by Annalise Kuhn. Verkotteren in the set. We'll go over to the far side. Good dig by Wolf. Tipped over by Petrowitz. Off the arm. Pleiss keeps it up. He'll knock it over, and miscommunication between Kuhn and Knockreiner. We're tied at 2. Now we'll send Supernan back to serve again. And Jordan, you talked about it last Tuesday, or it was a Tuesday with Mayville, right?
Thursday
Thursday with Mayville. And Supernan's gotten more of a chance at the service line, and she's well done a great job. And look at that, another ace. I mean,
yeah, she's just been serving for about 2 weeks now, a little over 2 weeks now for WLA, and I don't think it's any shock that this is when they've started to play some really good volleyball over the last couple of weeks.
Boone digs it out of the back row. Vercotter and sets. Big swing through the block from Riley Gilgenbach.
Yeah, it'll be, for the Ledgers, it's going to be a key to get her going. In that Laconia match, she did not have enough opportunities, I didn't think, and part of that is credit to Laconia.
The sub was called for, whistle was blown, and they're going to take back the serve. I haven't seen that happen before either.
Yeah, the bottom ref called for a sub. The top ref didn't see it, so he wanted to get play rolling and replay it.
They'll set for Petrowitz. Big block in the middle. Was Knockreiner. And ripped into the net with the left hand from Spiegelberg. Point to the Ledgers.
Yeah, so that'll be something to keep an eye on. We talked about Mayville probably being favorites at the net against WLA last week, and WLA really, did a better job. Really dominated a lot of that match against Mayville and their height. Same thing here. I would say WLA is probably got to be the favorite at the net. Nice kill there from Madeline Schwefel for the Vikings. But if, that Springs has got to be able to battle at the net. They've done a nice job so far.
That will send Evelyn Paul to serve.
Did not see her against Mayville. This is part of, trying to patch things together with Abby Walta out with injury.
Third ace of this set, second for WLA. Evelyn Paul gets one. It's 5-4.
And Coach Akbar is going to be thrilled to have these players come in off the bench and perform well. Just as I mentioned, trying to just get by. And there's back-to-back aces for Evelyn Paul. A nice spark off the bench.
6-4 for the Vikings. We kind of expect this to be a very good one today between these two teams. Always going to be tighter. It's a rivalry matchup. Emotions are high. That one ripped into the net. Back-to-back aces turns to a service error. 6-5 lead. Vikings will send Vercotter in back to serve.
Yeah, pretty aggressive on the first two serves anyways. I mean, very close to the tape, and that one obviously caught the net and went for an error.
Schwefel will get it over, but away deep. Struggled to pick up the serve from Sophie Schneider cleanly. It's 6-6. Set one. Schneider serves again off the arms, and Paul out of bounds. An ace for Sophie Schneider. So 5 aces so far to start. 3 from the Vikings, 2 from the Ledgers. 7-6. Schneider off the arms of Paul. Wolf into the back row. Supernan drives it over off the arms of Schneider and out of bounds. From deep in the back row, Addie Supernan with a kill. It's 7-7.
Yeah, she had 4 kills on Tuesday against Roncalli. Usually, really over the course of the season hasn't been a huge offensive threat for them, but that was quite the swing from the back row.
And that one served deep by Petrowitz.
Haley Wolf barely able to get over there and take the cap off her water bottle, and she's got to run back out there after the first service error. Can't have that on the first serve if you're WLA.
Gilgenbach will go back to serve. 8-7 lead for the Ledgers. Paul digs it out of the back row. They will set for Schwefel. Off the top of the block. Gilgenbach to Vercotter. They're going to have to tip at the net. Can't get to it. That one was set too close to the net for Sienna Ployce.
Yeah, and just, I don't think either team would say they've, really played super well. We've seen a lot of errors, whether it be service errors, loose passing, or whatnot. But obviously, still tied. Still open for either one of these teams to kind of take a stranglehold with this first set.
Cotterin gets it back, pushed deep by Kuhn. Wolf gets to it. Can't get to the second pass as Pino. 9-8.
Yeah, and there's that push shot again from Annalise Kuhn that was so effective against Laconia. And that time leads to a point.
Big swing dig out of the back row by Gilgenbach. Ball bounces around Mercader into Kuhn. She'll knock it over, free ball for the Vikings. Good dig, that one's out of bounds. What a defensive effort from the Ledgers, Short.
Yeah, get the net for the Ledgers anyway. Sam Unger tried to dump it over on the second hit, and it was spinning like a top, and nonetheless, the Ledgers stay with it and get the point on the block.
That one awkwardly off the arms, bounced around. Ledgers jump out to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, so right after I mentioned take a stranglehold of this, 4 straight points for the Ledgers, and 3 of them coming with Annalise Kuhn here at the service line.
Dug out of the back row by Dowling. Supernan. DePino free ball for the Ledgers. Another miscommunication for the Ledgers. That one just knocked over. It's free again. Unger with the back set. Pino on the slide play off the top of the box. Good dig out of the back row. Somebody is into the net. Vikings end the run and much needed side out. It's 12-9.
Yeah, it was good hustle by the Ledgers, though. I mean, sometimes those plays can even still give you a little momentum, just their ability there to get to that despite someone being into the net. Right now, their hustle is keeping them in it, and part of the reason they got a 3-point lead.
Unger will serve for the Vikings. Off the arms of Schneider, and it falls to the floor. Another ace for the Vikings to start this set.
Yeah, we've seen a handful from both sides so far, and that serve-receive is certainly something that's got to get cleaned up by both of these clubs.
12-10 lead. Unger serves once again for the Vikings. Out of the back row. Is pushed over by the Ledgers. Dowling gets it to Unger. She'll set in the middle for Jill Pino. That one's in the back line.
Hammered.
12-11. Need to get Pino going if you're a Vikings fan. Just one kill from her and Petrowitz apiece so far.
Obviously, a lot of season left here this season, but I've been impressed with the last 2 matches with Bella Dowland. After seeing WLA earlier in the season, just her progression that she's had. I mean, you're going to lose Haley Wolf off of this team next year, and it looks like Dowland could be that next great libero for WLA, her ability to move around that back row.
Push deep into the back row. Good dig by Gilgenbach. Kept alive by Schneider. Knocked over by the Ledgers. They will set cross court. Supernan dug out by Kuhn. Punched up. Knocked over. Dowland with the dig. Unger sets. Readjusting off the top of the net. Spiegelberg kept alive by Schneider. Knocked over by the Ledgers again. What a defensive effort. Unger sets. Pino with the swing. Kuhn into the net.
What a point.
What a point. I mean, overall, just rally in general. What a defensive effort from the Ledgers, but
Gilgenbach flying around. Yeah. We saw Dowland just about lay out there. Some great defense on both sides, and Sam Unger rattles off 4 straight points right after Kuhn does the same on the spring side, and there's going to be an ace. No touch. Good job by the Ledgers to get out of the way of that one. I think that was that Schneider?
It was Schneider.
Who just kind of matrixed that one, let him slide by. Good decision.
And now here's the 23 that I don't have, and I didn't hear him say it. Wolf with the first pass. Pino into the block. Annalise Kuhn set in the middle. It'll be knocked high over by Schneider. Wolf to Unger. They'll go to Supernan on the far side. Off the block on the floor. Schneider with the block kill. 14-12 Ledgers, a game of runs in the middle of this set.
Springs has been just as good, if not better, than WLA at the net so far tonight, and I like that is for sure one of the keys of tonight's match. And there's an ace to follow it right back up.
An ace for the Ledgers. I don't have anybody to put the stat on.
If you know who 23 is, jump in the chat and help us out here. If you're just joining us, we had a whole uniform fiasco. That's why we started over 35 minutes late. And they made the Ledgers change into last year's uniform. Had to get those out of storage. And there's Gilgenbach, but just into the net, so a point for the Vikings.
15-13. Petrowitz checks back in. She will take out Jill Pino. Haley Wolf will serve for the Vikings. 15-13. That one's deep. 16-13 now. And again, it just seems to be what we expected. Back and forth, a game of runs so far in this one.
Yeah, and far too many simple errors both of these teams would tell you here early on. More good hustle from the Ledgers.
And this miscommunication between Kuhn and Schneider. That one falls 16-14.
Yeah, it's so easy when you're going face-to-face with your libero to just let it go, right? I mean, we assume the free ball is going to be knocked over by the libero. So, I mean, not to explain some things away, but certainly played a part there, I think.
Supernan to serve. Lauren Taylor checks in. She'll get the serve receive. Tip shot. Cross court by Knockreiner. It's good.
That was such a smart shot by Knockreiner. We see that so often with, say, Finley Morgan or Leah Voskel getting up high early and then reading that block and then just tipping as opposed to swinging at it.
Knockreiner will serve. Awkwardly off the arms of Supernan. Petrowitz gets to it cleanly. Taylor gets to her. Knocked over in two by the Ledgers. Unger sets in the middle. Petrowitz with a runner. Taylor in the back row once again. Get it up for Gilgenbach. Free ball for the Vikings. Unger to set. In the middle. Petrowitz big swing. That one falls. 17-15.
Three really good swings for WLA there. Only one ends up finding the floor thanks to some good defense from Taylor. And I heard the Springs bench call out on a couple of those, but Taylor, I mean, that's one of those, if you're not sure, you got to find a way to dig it up, and she did.
So she's number 7 wearing number 5. Got one of those, right? They'll set in the middle. Big swing. Gilgenbach off the top of the back. Good dig. Overpass. Joust at the net. Falls on the side of the Ledgers. They'll set cross court. Gilgenbach again. Wolf in the back row. Unger will get to it. Supernan from behind the 10-foot line. Kuhn will get it to Gilgenbach. Free ball coming over for the Vikings.
The Vikings have found 3 to match it, and here comes WLA once again.
Set goes to Gilgenbach off the arms and out of bounds.
When they are in system and can get Gilgenbach going, I mean, that's when this team is at their very, very best. I mean, she is just a violent hitter, and she's so difficult to defend because she has that athleticism to go cross court, go down the line. She's got so many different options if you put a good set on her.
16-18. They will set for Schwefel off the top of the block. Kuhn is there. Cotterin checks back in. That one blocked. Out of bounds. Kill for Gilgenbach.
Yeah, so again, there, the block gets there, but she's when on a good set, she's got so many different options to hit that outside hand.
19-16 for the Ledgers. Wolf takes it out of the back row. Unger gets it up to Schwefel. That one off the block. Petrowitz dug out. Schneider. Cotterin keeps it alive. Kuhn will push. Wolf is there. Overpass, joust at the net, punched up by the Ledgers. Knocked over, kept alive by the Vikings. Petrowitz off the top of the block. Kuhn in the back row. Gets it to Berkanarin. Gilgenbach, big swing, that one's deep.
Oh.
And she unleashed on that one.
And it was close.
It was close. 19-17.
If any part of the Springs block just gets a touch, Annalise Kuhn's going to get there. And that was, obviously ends up with the WLA point, but it kept it alive there for the Ledgers.
The dig by Pino on the overpass kept alive. Miscommunication. Falls to the floor.
Yeah, and I would say, I think we're going to get a timeout. I'll finish this point on the other side of the timeout.
Well, we can stay here. We've ran enough ads. You can finish it.
Well,
you can finish your point.
Yeah, I think it's just WLA's had maybe more of the passing errors and the service errors, obviously. But Springs has had, how many times have we said miscommunication where the ball it's 2 girls there and the ball just drops in between 2 of them? 3 or 4 times here in this first set. And for Springs to still have a lead just tells you how well that they've played so far in this first set. But we're to that point in the season where some of these errors, you got to start to, these got to start working their way out of your system as you get closer and closer to the playoffs.
And I would say even from both teams in general, it hasn't been that it's 19-18, such a tight volleyball game. I wouldn't say it's a comedy of errors, but there's been a lot of errors. It hasn't been very clean. But I don't fault them. The way it started, I get it.
You're ready to play, and then you all of a sudden have a 15, 20-minute delay. Yeah, for sure.
Petrowitz will serve. She has a service error already today. And that one clips the line, and we're tied at 19.
Yeah.
Another ace for the Vikings.
That's one where that is so tight. Ledgers called it out, and yeah, that's just one where you tip your cap and say good serve.
5th ace of this set from the Vikings already.
And to speak about errors, you have 5 aces. You should probably be winning in the set, and they are not.
Kept alive. It's going to be a free ball if Kuhn can get it over. It's way deep into the back row. Unger will set to Supernan, who will drive it over. Kuhn to Verkotteren. She will set tip shot. Gilgenbach. Pino is there. Unger will go back to Pino. Pino swings off the tape, and that's the right call. They blew the whistle. That's 4. Was not a block. It was the tape. 2019 lead for the Ledgers.
So a couple of points off Petrovich's serve gets WLA back into it. But I can't tell you the last time WLA had a lead. I mean, they've gotten all the way back and tied it up a couple of times, but a good job every time by Springs to side out and get the serve back.
Supernan once again in the back row. This time they'll go to Schneider, and that one a little bit of a tough set for her to get from Verkotteren. We're tied at 20 again.
Yeah, she was a little. It's so hard when that set's too far in front of you on the back row. There's almost nothing you can do about it, and that was the case there.
Dowland will come in and serve. 20-20 here in set 1.
Saw some really nice serving runs from Dowland against Mayville last week.
Kuhn with a big swing in the back row. That one's way out. 21-20. And once you talked about the Vikings not being able to get that lead, they get it back here.
Here's a second timeout in quick succession for the Ledgers. And I think, I think they just realize that this is a big moment here. And that's why you see, almost back-to-back timeouts from Coach Fenner, just to try to get this thing back under control, because I think she realizes that, they've played well enough to win this first set. You don't want to see it go to WLA after, all the mistakes WLA has made. Obviously, Springs has made their fair share of mistakes as well, but you got to feel like you've played well enough to win this thing, and I think that's why 2 quick timeouts in quick succession.
You'll have Dowland serving once again. 21-20 lead for the Vikings after being down for the majority of the middle of this set. A got to the back row by Schneider. Verkotteren sets. Big swing, deep and out. Sienna Ployce, 22-20.
Springs adamant about a touch, and Gilgenbach's going to have a conversation with the official, and the official says no. That was, I will say, all the Springs players reacted pretty quickly, but no touch.
Dowland will serve again. Dug out of the back row by Schneider. Verkotteren to Sienna Ployce. Tip shot off the antenna. 23-20. Vikings going on a big run now. Since it was about 18 to 15,
yeah.
It's pretty much been all Vikings.
Yeah, you got to give them a ton of credit with how they've played the last handful of points here to get themselves in the driver's seat to try to close out this first set.
Kuhn will drive it over. Wolf digs. Knocked over on a good play from, I think that was Paul in the back row. Big swing from Gilgenbach, just deep. 24-20 set point. When the Vikings couldn't find themselves a lead, all of a sudden they open up a 4-point lead, and they got set point in set 1.
That deflected off the back of Jill Pino, and then Evelyn Paul, as you mentioned, gets it across.
Dug out of the back row by Gilgenbach. Verkotteren gets to it. A free ball for the Vikings. Wolf to Unger. Slide play. Back set. Pino knocks it down. 25-20. Vikings win set 1.
Yeah, that was a great end of the first set for WLA to come back and get that first set win there. And they found themselves at the end of that first set. Now the question is going to be for WLA. You won the first set a week ago against Mayville as well. How do you keep this momentum rolling into set number 2?
Your leaders from that set, Evelyn Paul with a pair of aces. 3 kills from Jill Pino, 2 from Petrowitz, 3 from Gilgenbach, and 2 from Knockreiner from the Ledgers. I had a block from Knockreiner and a block from Schneider from the Ledgers as well. Once again, those are the most unofficial official stats you could get in your life about volleyball from me We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this with set 2 from the Hunter Gymnasium at St. Mary Springs on Jeff's live streams and Radio Plus Video Sports.
Don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go, delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Hey, Devontae.
Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Oh, there it is. Cheaters don't get chicken. Huh? Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
You've dreamt of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
The Roush Insurance Agency, and proud to sponsor our local athletes doing what they love. Do you have people in your life that you love? Your loved ones count on you. Hi, this is Tony Walters, agent with the Roush Insurance Agency. Let us at the Roush Insurance Agency give you a free, no-obligation life insurance quote so you're safe and secure for when the unexpected happens. To find out more about your free, no-obligation quote, give us a call today. The Roush Insurance Agency, properly insuring you for your future. Good luck, area athletes, on your quest to a state title.
Integrity Saw and Tool.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. For set 2, Ledgers will start with the serve. It'll be Vercotteren. It's good to see Vercotteren back. She did go out for a little while. I don't know if you noticed that, Jordan.
I did not.
But they say she went down the tunnel. She actually did go down the tunnel. So I figured I could get a full statement on going down the tunnel. We are underway in set 2. Pino with the swing, dug out of the back row by Coon. Vercotteren sets. Schneider, cross court. Unger is there. Wolf. Pino with a roll shot into the tape. 1-0 lead for the Ledgers to start. Vercotteren will serve again. Kept alive by the Vikings. That one pushed over short. Good play by Knockreiner. Big swing off the top of the block. It should be a touch from Stella Ployce, and they got it on the near side here.
Both line judges had a touch.
Yep.
Both of them did. It was a touch. Both of them had a touch. Yeah, not even close.
That being said, I think this is the first action of Stella Ployce we've seen. I don't think we saw her in set 1.
Which is interesting because she's statistically one of their best players.
Vercotteren to serve again. That one deep into the back row for Wolf. Unger will set it fully cross court to Supernan. Hug out by Vercotteren. They'll go to Ployce off the top of the block. Wolf. Unger drives it into the back row. They will set. Knockreiner push off of Unger and out of bounds. The two-handed slam from Knockreiner, Jordan.
Yeah, that was a heck of an athletic player right there by Knockreiner. And again, I think she's done a tremendous job here tonight of really giving Springs a presence there in the middle and really battling at the net.
Unger hits it high for Supernan. It's it over the top of the block. Vercotteren will go cross court. Tip shot, Ployce. Good dig from Unger. It will go on the near side, pushed into the back row for Annalise Kuhn. Schneider will tip. Wolf is there. Unger. Far side, Supernan will have to tip it on over. Knockreiner gets it to Vercotteren. Runner from Ployce. Off the arms awkwardly. Dowland can't get to it. Out of bounds. 4-0 lead for the Ledgers.
Yeah, good job there by Springs. It's a great start to the second half by the Ledgers, by the way. They have been locked in, and they have had WLA off just out of sync this entire second set so far.
Connor in to serve again. Good serve. Supernan goes back on it, gets a big swing. That one deep.
And that's really the first swing that WLA's had in an early timeout here from Coach Hackbarth, because they had nothing going there. They were barely getting swings at it.
And I would say what has been the struggle to start is the serve from Merconneren has been struggle on the first pass. It hasn't gone to Wolf a ton. They've really been emphasizing on going to the setter, Sam Unger.
Yeah, well, you heard Coach Capps talk about that last week.
Yep.
He's like, we were telling him to serve it. Whoever's back there that is not the libero, serve it there. And he was lamenting their servers were actually finding Wolf more times than not. But you're absolutely right. They're trying to find Dowland. They're trying to find Supernan back there. Unger, when she's back there, they're trying to find different players to make them try to field something here. And so far, so good. 5-point lead to start this second set.
Trying to find anybody but Wolf to hit the ball to start. It kind of like you see it from Mayville, with Mayville. Nobody really wants to hit it to Lillian Mansueto when she's in the back row.
You don't want to hit it to Annalise Kuhn if you can avoid it for Springs. So yeah, and this is when I said pregame, and that one's in. Yeah, absolutely, another ace.
Cotterin with an ace. And all of a sudden, the Ledgers popping out to an early 6-0 lead here in set two.
And when we were praising Haley Wolf and everything good that she's done this year, my caution was pregame, WLA's got to find someone else that is confident enough to pass, effectively, because they got to find someone else for situations just like these. And finally, Jill Pino gets them out of it.
Smart little roll shot. It kind of got readjusted on the set. Petrowitz will come back in. Pino will come out. And Haley Wolf will go back to serve for the Vikings. 6-1 lead for the Ledgers in set two. Carter in to set it in the middle. Knockreiner off the block. Petrowitz will get the block on that one. Ployce into the back row off of Unger and out of bounds.
Great swing, cross court. Ton of steam on it as well. And first action for Adeline Kramer. For WLA as well. We have not seen much of her this entire season until Abby Waltz's injury, and she had 4 kills the other night. So really kind of thrust into action for the first meaningful minutes of the season. And
massive swing from Gilgenbach. I tell you what, there's 4 girls in the flyway that swing like that, that go up, and it's fun to watch.
It is. And that's the one thing, that if you're going to talk about, because you look at all of the contending teams, another block at they're going to say Springs was into the net, so a point for WLA. That's a fortunate call for WLA there as they get their second point. But you look at all the flyway contenders. You look at Laconia, Kensley McCauley. You look at Mayville. I mean, Lillian Mansueto can swing like that. She doesn't always get the opportunity to. Leah Vasco swings like that. Brielle Ehlers swings like that. You look at Ellie Smith from Campbellsport, and then Gilgenbach from Springs. That's the one thing for WLA. As good as their middles are, and there you see Jenna Petrowitz with a kill at the net, they're lacking that violent outside hitter that you can just go to at will, and they're at least going to put a competitive ball to the other side.
Supernan retains serve. 8-3. Lead for the Ledgers. Almost an overpass, kept alive, knocked over with one arm. Petrowitz to Unger. She'll go right back to her, off the top of the block. For Cotterin. Tip shot from Gilgenbach, no good, off the arms and out of bounds. A push. Good smart play by Petrowitz. She found the line.
Yeah, and good idea to go over on 2 as well, as her setter Sam Unger was laying on the ground. So good idea to go over on 2 there. She found a good spot.
8-4 lead for the Ledgers. Gilgenbach out of the back row. They will set for Knockreiner off the top of the block. Good dig to keep it alive by Unger, but it's out of bounds.
Oh, Gilgenbach was licking her lips there. She was ready. She had the little crow hop ready to sky high and hammer that one down. Instead, they go to Knockreiner, and she did a terrific job going cross court.
Knockreiner will go back to serve. Off the tape. Wolf's not going to get to that one. First ace of this set after we had so many in set one.
Yeah. She's had a terrific, I mean, she has been really, really good as Knockreiner tonight. I've just been very impressed with her, and they've needed her to be against the matchup of WLA.
What a dig from Knockreiner on the big swing. Gilgenbach off the top of the block. Unger keeps it alive. Wolf gets it over. Ployce to Verkotteren. They will set 10-foot line. Gilgenbach into the net. 10-5.
I know Springs ends up losing the point there, but it is so difficult for a middle to play back row there, and Knockreiner to get to that, provide a quality dig there was, I mean, it's just, that's good stuff. It's just a microcosm of her night so far.
Evelyn Paul to serve for the Vikings. Kuhn out of the back row. Verkotteren. Swing from Schneider. Hug out. Over in two. Bounces around. Ployce gets it over. Wolf with a good dig. Unger punches it up. Schwefel will hit it into the back row. They will set. Gilgenbach off the arms and out of bounds of Haley Wolf. 11-5 lead Ledgers.
That was behind Gilgenbach. She reaches back and still able to get on top of it in a big kill for the Ledgers. Gilgenbach once again. 23 Savea Krusik. Finally got it.
That's one. I was hoping to get 9. He said who was serving when 9 came in, but I didn't get who it was. Ployce will go in to serve for the Ledgers.
We're running out of names on the sheet. We'll see.
Yeah, I know. And when Just gets over, Schwefel has to readjust. Goes deep onto the right corner, just barely out. It's 12-5.
Again, if you're just joining us, our defense on not knowing the names and numbers is Springs is wearing their jerseys from last season because this season's version was too close to the Libero uniform. Yes, blue and white were too close together, and we couldn't tell. So
Unger tries to go over in tune. Kuhn pushes it right back. Superhand out of the back row. Kuhn gets to it. They will go. Gilgenbach almost drills the official. And he was out of there. He wanted nothing to do with it.
Self-preservation over there.
It's a good set from Savea Krusik to even get where she was.
Agreed.
They will have Jenna Petrowitz to serve for the Vikings. That one just, nope, it's going to hit the back line. I had a little bar in my way. I thought it was out, but good call from the back official. Second ace of the day for Petrowitz, 12-7. Vikings just kind of hanging around, Jordan.
Yeah, just like, you know, they didn't let, obviously in the first set, they didn't let the lead get to as big as it was in this set. But just like that first set, they're just keeping it within touching distance, and now back within 4.
That one a hair deep. It's 12-8. Lead was 1-6 in this set for the Ledgers. Petrowitz to serve. Overpass. Big swing from Unger. Off the arms of Ployce and out of bounds.
Unger was able to muster up, I think it was 5 kills on Tuesday. If my memory is serving me right. And that's what you get when she's playing all the way around. You get some of that from Sam Unger, as she's had to do with Abby Walta out for this week at least.
Cotterin pushes into good dig overpass held by the Ledgers. They will go to Stella Ployce. She will get it over into the back row to Petrowitz. To Pino in the middle, off the block, kept alive by the Ledgers. Ployce gets it up. Gilgenbach knocks it over, free ball for the Vikings. Unger to set, slide play. Pino into the net. Kind of handcuffed her a little bit too far back in her stance.
Agreed. That was closer to the 10-foot line than it was to the net, and she did her best to just get it across.
Gilgenbach to serve. 13-9 lead Ledgers. Good dig from Wolf. Kept alive. That one's deep from Pino. 14-9. And just good effort even to try to get it from the Vikings.
And again, that's not going to go down as an ace, but that's one of those extended aces, if you will, that time from Gilgenbach. Such a good serve, and now an error to follow it right back up. But she is really turned it on here in set number 2, and she had a good set number 1 too, but she has been electric in the second set here.
I know my numbers probably aren't correct, but I have only 4 service errors on the day from both teams to start, which from numbers we've had in the past has been pretty good.
Yeah.
Good block in the middle by Unger.
Yeah, had 5 blocks against Roncalli on Tuesday, and she's, again, just really had not had that opportunity to be that much of a threat when she was splitting time in a 6-2, and now with the injury in the 5-1, she's been vital.
14-11, Dowland serves. Verkotteren at the net. Deep into the back row. Wolf to Unger. He'll go cross court to Supernan. She'll readjust.
Smart tip.
Kept alive. They'll go to Stella Ployce with a high tip. Good dig. Kept alive. Pushed over by the Vikings. Kuhn is there. Verkotteren pushes. Kept alive. They'll go to Supernan. She'll push once again with a high tip. In the middle this time. Big swing. Awkwardly off the arms of Paul. I think it kind of confused her for a second there and hit her in the chest.
Yeah, I think she thought originally it was going to be a little shorter, and then it got on top of her in a hurry. And Annalise Kuhn had a nice long 4-point, 5-point make it in the first run in the first set. Springs could really use one of those right now. Extend this lead back out.
We're countering in the middle. Tip from Knockbriner. Wolf was there. Supernan. It'll be Pino with a push into the middle of the floor. 15-12.
We saw the two-handed slam dunk from Knockgriner before. There's Pino doing the same on this side for WLA.
15-12 will send Sam Unger back to serve for the Vikings. Good serve from Unger. Gilgenbach gets to it. It will go to Stella Ployce. Unger is there. It'll go to Wolf. She'll get it up for Supernan. Good dig by Gilgenbach out of the back row. They will go to Kuhn at the 10-foot line. Unger to Dowland. Big swing over by Kramer. Pushed into the back row. Good dig from Dowland. Kept alive and out of bounds. That one just nice push from Gilgenbach to get that way deep where nobody could really get to it.
Yeah, and you look at this second set, a 4-point lead right now for Springs. The one thing we have not yet seen in this second set from Springs is 2 players both get to the ball and then watch it hit the floor with a miscommunication. If they had cleaned that up in the first set, they probably win it. And now in set 2, they have a nice lead because they're playing more fundamentally sound volleyball.
Connor into set in the middle. Knockbriner with the tip. Good dig at the net. Pino knocks it around. Nobody's going to get to it. It falls 17-12. Back to a 5-point lead for the Ledgers.
More good play by Knockgriner at the net. We've said her name a ton tonight.
Like you say, the extended aces.
Yeah.
It's an extended kill.
Correct, yeah, because it put them under a ton of pressure.
Dowland out of the back row. They go over in 2. Knockbriner is there. Awkwardly hit by Verkotteren. Knocked over by Stella Ployce. Unger goes cross court. Supernan high off the tape. Gilgenbach gets to it. They can't punch it over.
Great effort from Gilgenbach. Lays out and somehow even keeps that thing alive. About all you could ask for there from the Ledgers.
Wolf to serve. Gilgenbach to Verkotteren in the middle. Knockbriner off the arms of Dowland. It's been a good second set from Morgan Knockbriner.
Yeah, she has been terrific.
Stella Ployce will go back to serve for the Ledgers. 18-13, 5-point lead in set 2. Good serve, falls to the floor, an ace for Stella Ployce. And once again, that 6-point lead reemerges for the Ledgers. Timeout taken by the Vikings. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
Is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at IntegritySaw.com. That's IntegritySaw.com.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Welcome back here to St. Mary Springs in the Hunter Gymnasium. They will go to Petrowitz, will the Vikings. Kuhn is there. This one will go to Gilgenbach. Awkwardly swung off the ceiling, falls to the floor. When it looks like she's got no chance to be able to hit it, she somehow readjusts herself and gets all of it.
Yeah, and no chance for Dowlin. I mean, we've mentioned a couple of really nice plays made already tonight from Dowlin. She had no chance for that one.
Place with the service error. 20-14, 6-point lead in this set for the Ledgers. Schwefel checks back in for the Vikings. Supernan will go back to serve. Supernan serves to Kuhn. Verkauteren will set. Gilgenbach off the block and down of Jenna Petrowitz.
Wow, that was a great play by Petrowitz. Good footwork to get into position, and she pressed hard at the net, and that's what they teach you to do. And WLA still needs Supernan here to put a couple of good ones in there and see if they can't claw their way back into this thing.
20-15, Stella Ployce in the back row to Verkauteren. She will back set. Knockbriner blocked again by Petrowitz.
There's that block once again. It helped them against Mayville a ton. And against Mayville in the second set, WLA ended up losing it in a tight one, but they were down big and they found a way to get themselves back into it. Just down 4 now.
It will go in the middle. Schneider. I think we had somebody into the net. Would have been a kill for Sophie Schneider anyways. It was a good swing.
Petrowitz there leaning on the net. Yeah. They're bringing in number 9 as the libero switch, so we don't ever get an introduction of the name.
They will set to Petrowitz. She will get the kill again. 21-17.
Yeah.
After having a pair of kills, Petrowitz now has 5 kills in this set.
And she is that violent swinger for WLA. You know, Jill Pino has kind of the easy power, right? She never looks like she's really hitting it too hard, even though it goes about 1,000,000 miles an hour off her arm. But Petrowitz is that hitter for the Vikings.
Unger will set it to Petrowitz. She'll go off the high hands. Verkauteren is there. Back set, Schneider off the block. Kept alive. We'll go on the back row to Supernan. That one's deep. 22-17 lead for the Ledgers.
Yeah, that was a lot to ask from Supernan.
Especially having to readjust to the set.
Correct,
Wasn't in a great spot.
That is such a tough set, though. I mean, if Unger tries to go forward, odds are you're going to have Petrowitz or Schwefel way off balance, and so opted to go to the back row, and Supernan just couldn't get the hand over the top of it.
Jenna Ployce serves for the Ledgers. Unger will set it in the middle to Jenna Petrowitz. Deep into the back row, Kuhn. Free ball coming over for the Vikings. Dug up by Paul. Unger goes cross court. Schwefel all the way over to Gilgenbach. It'll come back to Gilgenbach on the near side into the net. 22-18. Vikings just hanging around.
Yeah, the Vikings have not been within 4, though, since under 10 points. So big opportunity here for Jenna Petrowitz to try to go on some little run here and see if they can't maybe at least cut it to 2 or 3, but right into the net. That ill-timed error that time.
Service error in each set for Petrowitz so far. 23-18 lead for the Ledgers.
And both times it came on the first serve as well. So you hate errors ever, but when it's on the first serve, it stings a little bit more.
It will go to Schwefel. She will go high, kept alive, punched around, and we have a 23-19. I will say it every time because this is a one sport that it's going to happen in. You might have it in basketball.
Oh, you get it in basketball, right?
Every once in a while.
For sure.
But we got a 23-19.
Might get it in wrestling every now and again with the correct.
I don't do wrestling. No offense, everybody. I will go and run a camera for somebody.
I can't wait for wrestling season. Flyway is going to be a battle this year.
Unger will set it to Supernan. Off the block in the middle by the unnamed player. That one deep by Pino. I figured I had to do something.
Yeah.
Set point, Ledgers. Trying to tie things up at 1. Here at set 2, Annalise Kuhn will go back to serve for the Ledgers. Wolf is there, Unger will go to Supernan. Kuhn in the back row to the setter, Verkotteren. High tip from Gilgenbach is dug up. They will knock it over, free ball for the Ledgers. Verkotteren will set. She will go cross court. Stella Ployce off the tape and down. Ledgers win 25-19 in set 2. And we're tied at 1 here at the Hutter Gymnasium. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
Life is full of milestones, big and small.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Haley Wolf to start things off at the service line for the Vikings. We are tied at 1, and we're underway in set 3. Ployce goes into the net, and that's how we start.
Yeah, and just to kind of put a bow on set number 2 there, that was what I was curious about. WLA, was there going to be a letdown after set 1? The answer was yes. And, they got to find a way to sustain that. We've seen that now twice, 2 matches in a row, first last week against Mayville and now here against Springs. Got to find a way to, keep that momentum when you get it.
Petrowitz with another block, that one on Knockreiner. Kept alive for Cotterin to set it. She'll go cross court. Tip from Ployce. Unger is there. They'll go to Spiegelberg, off the hands and out of bounds. Spiegelberg will get her first kill of the day.
Yeah, and in set number 2, we saw Spiegelberg replaced by Kramer. So a little bit of a change back here for WLA, back to the way they ran things in that first set with Spiegelberg out there.
Petrowitz highlighted the second set with 5 kills in the loss in that set. That one tipped off the antenna by Sienna Ployce. 3-0 lead for the Vikings to start.
Yeah, sorry, Justin.
You're good.
In all 8 sets now that we've seen from WLA, the 5 last week and this one now, this is the first time that they have really jumped out against the team in a set, and that they haven't dug themselves a hole. So Coach Hackbarth's got to be thrilled about that.
Unger from the back row dug up. It will go to Stella Ployce off the block. Unger is there again. Supernan keeps it alive. Free ball for the Ledgers, but on the back line, Kuhn gets to it. It would have been close. Knockreiner on the slide play. Athletic to even get to it. Supernan will knock it over. Another free ball. That one out of bounds. Run ends 3-1.
That was, you said it, that was such a great play by Knockreiner to not only run that down, but have the presence of mind. Such a tough angle to get that thing across and stay inside the antenna.
Stella Ployce will serve. Bella Dowland gets to it. Back set coming for Spiegelberg off the tape. Good call by this top official. That's 4. It's 3-2.
A good response from Springs right out of the WLA run. Get a side out. Good serve.
Stella Ployce will serve again. They will go to Supernan. Unger into the back row. Supernan will roll it over. They will set. Back set. Sienna Ployce. Cross court. It's good. We're tied at 3. Good swing from Sienna Ployce. Her first kill of the day.
Yeah, there's not much room for error when you go that tight cross court, and she found it just right on the line.
Stella Ployce will go back to serve for the Ledgers. Tied at 3. Good dig from Dowland once again. They'll go to Petrowitz, and off the arms and out of bounds. Jenna Petrowitz continues her hot streak.
I'd say WLA's got to find someone to help her out. I mean, Pino's had a nice night, but nothing like we saw last week against Mayville. They got to get someone else rolling here other than just Jenna Petrowitz.
Supernan to serve. Cotterin will set it. Ployce has to readjust. Goes way deep. Good one-arm dig. They will go to Schwefel. High into the back row. Gilgenbach knocked over in 2 by the Ledgers. Petrowitz dug out by Kuhn. Gilgenbach off the tape. Falls inbounds. Tied at 4.
First of all, Kuhn, stonewall as she always is, and then who better to end up with than Riley Gilgenbach to hammer that thing away.
Tied at 4. Morgan Knockreiner serves for the Ledgers. Good dig and an overpass. They will go to Gilgenbach. Good dig out of that back row on the violent swing from Gilgenbach. Knockreiner will have to set. Ployce pushes. Middle of the floor, it falls. Sienna Ployce with another kill.
Been really impressed with this start of the third set from Addie Supernan from WLA. And her ability to dig up a couple of really tough ones. We talked about WLA needing to find that next defensive passer.
Petrowitz hammers one off a Knockreiner and out of bounds. Side out, we're tied at 5.
Yeah, and that's Knockreiner's going to go take a seat. She's not supposed to play back row, but only so much what you can do when you're a good server like Morgan Knockreiner. So you have that one rotation where you got to play in the back row, and she was not so nicely welcomed by that swing from Jenna Petrowitz.
Evelyn Paul to serve for the Vikings. Cotterin sets in the middle. Big swing from Gilgenbach. Blocked at the net by the Vikings. They'll go back to Gilgenbach. She gets it through this time. Overpass. Pushed. Unger. Knocked around by Petrowitz. It falls to the floor.
Yeah, that's one WLA is going to want back because, the overpass from Haley Wolf, nothing she could do about it on the power of Gilgenbach. Then Springs passes it right back over on an overpass, and WLA not able to handle it.
Rolled over by the libero. Cotterin pushes over into Wolf is there. Unger in the middle. Petrowitz dug out of the back row by Gilgenbach. Rolled over once again by the Ledgers. They'll go to Petrowitz once again. That one finds the floor. Tied at 6. Third kill of this set from Jenna Petrowitz.
I was just going to say, I mean, she's been everything here. Now we're going to see Pino come back in. So, you're going to be without Petrowitz for 3 rotations here. You got to find a way to sustain this offense if you're WLA. If you're Springs, you got to believe this is an opportunity here.
Unger punches it up. Paul gets it over to Schwefel. Ployce in the back row will set for Vercauteren. That one hammered into the block of Pino. Pushed into the back row. One arm dig from Paul. Supernan pushed by Schwefel. Vercauteren to set in the middle. Readjusts. Gilgenbach into the net. Point Vikings, 7-6.
Yeah, that ball took a lot longer to get to Gilgenbach than she was anticipating. She was like loaded up there for about 3.5 seconds, it seemed like. And she just kind of mistimed it after that. Just a tough one for her to try to handle.
Petrowitz to serve. Caught her into Gilgenbach. Rolls it into the back row. Unger goes cross court to Madeline Schwefel. High into the back row. Vercauteren. Tip shot. Pino keeps it alive. Bounced around and 4 hits from the Vikings. We're tied at 7. Wolf comes in. Petrowitz goes out. Gilgenbach goes back to serve.
Another overpass that WLA can't handle. And you can't lose those points.
Wolf will get the second pass to Madeline Schwefel. That went into the back row. Nobody saw it. Falls to the floor. 8-7.
Man, it's kind of a collector's item when Annalise Kuhn or Riley Gilgenbach doesn't get to one of those that is so close that I think they thought it might be worth the look. WLA has the lead once again.
And we'll send Bella Dowlin back to the line. Kuhn to Vercauteren. They will set Stella Ployce off the hands and out of bounds. 8-8. Right through the block goes Stella Ployce.
That was a great swing. And since she's come in the second set, like, to both of our knowledge, she didn't play the first set. I mean, I don't remember seeing her, and she has been an impact player these last couple of sets.
8-8. Good serve from Kuhn. Dives out of the air, goes off the arms of Paul. Falls to the floor. 9-8 lead Ledgers.
Yeah, and I would expect Kuhn to continue to find the corners here. She's not going to serve this down the middle to Wolf.
He will serve again.
Guess so. That's what I get for saying that.
Wolf will get to the free ball. They will set for Pino. Dug out of the back row by Gilgenbach. They'll go to Stella Ployce with a high tip.
That's a double.
Paul, yep, it would have been a double anyways. Went off her arms and off her face. It's 10-8.
Vikings, same situation as the second set. Petrowitz on the bench. It was this rotation. They've got to find a way to side out against a really good server in Annalise Kuhn.
Over and 2, Kuhn with the dig. Knockbriner rolls it into the back row. It's deep. We are seeing Lindsay Morris for the first time for the Ledgers.
Again, Annalise Kuhn Springs doesn't get the point there, but Annalise Kuhn serves it. And then the presence of mind to get all the way up to the net and catch the overpass. I mean, just terrific stuff from her.
Unger serves. Gilgenbach with the dig. Vercauteren into set. Knockbriner knocks it over. Free ball for the Vikings. Unger to set in the middle. She'll go back to Spiegelberg. Off the block, on the floor. 10-10.
WLA needed those 2 points to tie this thing back up because it felt, I know it was only 2 points, but it felt like Springs was just starting to regain that momentum like they were in set number 2.
Unger to serve again. Into the net. Service error from Sam Unger. That will send Allie Vercauteren back to serve. Vercauteren into Wolf. Unger will go cross court to Supernan. Off the tape. 4 from the Vikings, 11-10. Vercauteren will retain serve, and they did struggle a little bit with Vercauteren's serve in that second set.
Yep, she got him out to that whatever it was, 6-0, 7-0 lead.
Wolf to Unger. Back set. Pino into the net. 13-10.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a miscommunication or what. Pino saying it's got to be closer to the net for her. That's the second time we've seen that attempt on the slide play where it's just been far too wide.
Good serve. Punched over. Just misses the line. Good dig from Supernan. Punched over by Unger and almost landed inbounds. The Ledgers jump out to a 14-10 lead here in set 3. We're tied at 1 here at the Hutter Gymnasium. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Here we go.
Back here on Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams. Vikings try to end this run after the timeout. I got in the back row by the Ledgers. They'll go cross court. Stella Ployce off the block. Joe Pino with a block kill. And they need somebody other than Petrowitz to get rolling.
Yeah, and here comes Petrowitz again. So not as bad as it was in set 2. I mean, they really struggled with that rotation in set 2. So for the deficit to only be 3, WLA's got to feel pretty good. But that's back-to-back errors for them when they have had the serve. So can't make those kinds of mistakes in against a quality opponent. And Springs just continues to kind of tighten the grip here.
That one's going to be tough for Petrowitz to get to. She catches it after it's knocked down on the block. 16-11. Ledgers take a 5-point lead. We talk about what the Vikings need to do, but the Ledgers have been very impressive after set 1.
They have. And you can't simplify it just to one thing, but they stopped with those. They finally got rid of those communication errors. That was touched, and it was also in from Riley Gilgenbach. You could tell that had a tip because that came just knuckling
Even
down.
I was doing this.
Yeah, you had the call.
A lot of times I don't see it. I hear it.
Right.
And you can hear them pretty loudly.
Especially when Gilgenbach hits them, yeah.
I think about one of the 4 we said previously. Spiegelberg gets her 3rd kill of this set. Goes cross court off the arms of Cotter in and out of bounds.
Yeah, you can't understate what that's been. I mean, 3 kills for Spiegelberg, who, didn't have much before this match, and WLA certainly needed it. But they're still in a tough spot here as we draw closer to the end of this 3rd set.
Cotter into set. He'll go to Sienna Ployce. Block kill Petrowitz. That's her 3rd block kill of this set.
Yeah, and WLA, if they didn't have, the second set would have been an absolute rout had they not gotten the block kills. And here you go. Here's some more block kills here in the 3rd set to get them back into it.
That is now her 11th kill of the day. That one into the net from Supernan, who's been near perfect and been very good at the line today. They've scored a lot of points with Supernan at the line. 18-13, Knockreiner to serve for the Ledgers.
I think that's 3 out of 4 serves for WLA into the net. Cannot have that.
They'll go to Petrowitz. That one blocked in the middle, falls to the floor. The unnamed player gets a block kill. And I'm going to keep saying it till I know who it is.
Number 9, Ledger.
Her 2nd kill. I got in the back row. Unger tries to push it over in 2. Ledgers lead by 7. And can start to see the set slipping away from the Vikings.
WLA is all sorts of out of whack here. And this Ledger team, We didn't see them play this well other than the start of that second set against Laconia when they were in full control. We have not seen Laconia play this well in a little bit of time. So good for the Ledgers to see them kind of getting into a rhythm here.
Evelyn Paul to serve for the Vikings, 20-14. Schneider gets to it. Kuhn will knock it over on the free ball. Wolf is there, Unger to set. She will go to Petrowitz, readjust herself. Powerful swing off the arms of Schneider and out of bounds, 20-15.
Man, I can't believe she would set Petrowitz. Why would you? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
12 kills tonight.
Back-to-back sets with 5 kills.
Can't imagine why they would. It's just nuts. She has been so good.
Gilgenbach, smart play to go over in 2 by the Ledgers. Petrowitz off the high hands. They're looking for a touch. They will get it. Right call on that backside official, 20-16.
Yeah, you could see the way that one started to loop, just like Gilgenbach's. It was tipped right at the net, and WLA back within 4.
Maybe I needed to announce this reverse jinx then. Off the tape, balls to the floor. Evelyn Paul with her third ace of the day.
And that would have been the 4th serve into the net had that one not crept over.
Paul will retain serve. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point set.
Yeah.
And service error. She did the same thing. She had a pair of aces in that first set into a service error. Ace there goes into a service error, 21-17. Luciana Ployce will go back to serve for the Ledgers.
I understand the aggressiveness, trying to put Springs under pressure, but goodness me, you got to get serves in right now. That's got to be the first priority.
Or you just back set to Jenna Petrowitz, and she hammers a kill down. Her 6th of the set.
I tell you what, I would strongly, and I'm not a volleyball coach, and Coach Hackbarth has done a tremendous job in her first year. I am not trying to coach this team, and I'm not trying to claim that I know a volleyball player. Petrowitz is on a heater right now. I don't know what she looks like digging up balls in the back row, but I might be inclined to maybe see her play all the way around here with how she's swinging right now.
Gilgenbach block kill Jill Pino. Back to a 2-point set, 21-19. Don't count them out yet. Petrowitz retains serve.
That block has been so important for WLA. Saw it in the Mayville match, and it has been once again here tonight.
And the 3rd service error from Jenna Petrowitz today. It's 22-19. And Stella Ployce will go to serve, or Gilgenbach will go to serve. Ployce will check in, and Wolf will come back in for Petrowitz. Gilgenbach to serve. That one just over the head of Supernand. An ace.
There's a shout of out from somewhere on that WLA bench, so they thought that one was going to be wide, and it was not. Great serve from Gilgenbach.
Hey, Jordan, guess what we have?
I'm not positive.
23-19. They will set. Pino, push, back row. Kuhn is there for Cotterin. We'll go to Ployce off the block. Will fall to the floor. 24-19. Set point coming for the Ledgers. And Stella Ployce, since she has entered, has been very key for this Ledgers team.
Yeah, she has. Her, Knockreiner, Kuhn, Verkotterin with her sets, and obviously Gilgenbach as well. So it was going to take a team effort, and Springs has gotten it tonight. They have had multiple big-time performances, as you mentioned, not the least of which has been Stella Ployce.
For me, I obviously maybe there was a reason she didn't play that first set.
Yeah, not sure.
No idea, but maybe that first set with those errors that they had, those communication errors that have been almost non-existent since.
I don't think we've seen a single, again, we had 4 times, 2 players got to a ball, looked at each other, and saw it hit the floor. And since then, we have not seen a single instance of that, and I think I think if they would have cleaned that up, they didn't have that in the first set, they'd be looking at a sweep right now. But nonetheless, they got to get this thing taken care of. Gilgenbach, set point, opportunity to go up 2-1.
Gilgenbach set point, 24-19 lead Ledgers in set 3. Unger will back set. Jill Pino pushes it off the block. Riccardo will set in the middle. Big swing by unnamed player. Blocked again at the net. I'm going to say it every time until I get one. They'll go cross court. Stella Ployce off the high hands. Unger will go to Schwefel on the far side. Dug up by the Ledgers. Tip. Pino is there. Unger swing into the back row. Lindsey Morris digs it up. That one's out. Ledgers win 25-19 once again, this time in set 3.
Right now, gut check time for WLA. These Ledgers are on fire. And, I mean, they are in complete and total control. And I think is that the third straight set we've had 25-19?
25-20, 25-19, 25-19.
All right, so they've all been kind of in that range. But I'll tell you what, it hasn't felt like WLA's been that close in the last couple of sets. I mean, it feels like Springs won it more handily than 6 points. WLA's just found a way to get those block kills that have really helped them. But, man, Springs has just been terrific.
And that's a team that's having fun. They're having fun. They're dancing out there. They're hugging each other. It's a lot of seriousness coming from the WLA side. Springs is just having fun.
Well, Dancing Queen at Hutter Gymnasium, I mean, come on now.
Exactly. I mean, I'm loving the classics they've got going here today. I mean, I hope that people aren't hearing this live on air because, this could be a demonetization of us because of the music, but it's okay.
Yeah, we'll just say it's Dancing Queen. Hopefully
It's by Bubba. Bubba Franks from down south is who sings this one. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams.
This is where the adventure begins.
My name is Dave Hopper, and I've been with Hoppers for 35 years. My parents worked here, I work here, my son works here, my wife works here, so it's family. But I also look at the employees that we have today, and we have 2 that have over 25 years of employment here with us. So they are family. When we hire somebody new, I don't look at them as just an employee. They're part of our family, and that's what we strive for.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. Making your move and storage of goods simple.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
At Silica, we've built a reputation for selling the best appliances and servicing everything we sell. Standing by our customers is what makes us grow, and with 3 locations, our service area covers
Welcome back here to Hutter Gymnasium. Ledgers win set 3, trying to win set 4, and we're underway. Riccardo in to serve. Supernan with a big swing. It's 1-0 Vikings, and we have not seen that out of Addie Supernan today.
No, she's just been a little off balance with some of the sets, and that time was able to really unleash it and went cross court. Great shot.
Haley Wolf serves for the Vikings to her libero counterpart. And we'll go to unnamed player with another kill. Actually, no, that was Sienna Place this time. Thought it was unnamed player for a second there. I saw the 6 and it looked like a 9. I wasn't paying enough attention. Dyslexia got to me there. Not backwards numbers, upside down numbers now. Is there a name for that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Stella Ployce with a good serve. It falls 2-1 lead for the Ledgers.
Yeah, I was just going to say after, they struggled, WLA struggled so much with Vercotteren serve. They get off, they side out from her right away, and now, you give it right back, and chance here for Ployce to reestablish some momentum for Springs, which is all in their camp right now, but there's Petrowitz.
Petrowitz once again had 7 kills in that last set. Of the 19 points that the Vikings scored, she accounted for 7 of them, plus 3 blocks.
Yeah, right, and she was on the bench for most of the rest, so when she's out there, they go to her.
Gilgenbach through the block, 3-2 lead for the Ledgers.
Yeah, you can't give Gilgenbach that kind of opportunity. Just no chance. She has come to play tonight.
Unofficially double digits
Yeah.
for Riley Gilgenbach, her 10th kill of the night.
Not surprising at all.
And one thing we have not seen from the Ledgers today was that is the second time Knockreiner has had a service error. Only 3 service errors from the Ledgers so far today.
Yeah, and like we said in set 1, it's not like they were passing that bad or serving that bad or hitting that bad. They just had those mental mistakes. They've cleaned those up since. WLA, on the other hand, they've had more of those, hitting type of errors tonight.
Pushed deep into the corner, Annalise Kuhn. We saw her do it against Laconia a bunch of times. She does it this time. That time it falls. It's 4-3 for the Ledgers.
Yeah, it took Laconia a long time to figure it out, too, and get that corrected in that match. And we'll see if WLA can readjust to Annalise Kuhn playing a little offense.
Sienna Ployce to serve. Paul digs it out of the back row. Into the net goes Jenna Petrowitz. Kind of had to readjust to the set. Haven't seen her really. When she has readjusted, she's still gotten enough of it.
Yeah.
That was the first time we've really seen her go way over top and into the net.
That was behind the 10-foot line outside the courts. I mean, asking her to do a ton there.
She keeps it alive. Supernan knocks it over. Free ball. That's the Vercotteren. They'll go to Gilgenbach, and that's a lift on Unger. 6-3. Not a whole lot you're going to do when she rips it through the block like that.
No, after the good start from WLA, how about the response from the Ledgers? And have doubled them up here early on yet again.
Schwefel knocks it over in 2. Free ball for the Ledgers. Vercotteren will go cross court. Gilgenbach into the block and out of bounds.
She's just got everything going right now, does Gilgenbach. When she's playing like this, she is fun to watch, and these Ledgers are fun to watch because it loosens everything up from the defensive side, and that's part of the reason we've seen Knockreiner and Ployce and everyone else get going for Springs.
Petrowitz, big dig from Stella Ployce in the back row. Gilgenbach, high tip, it falls. Takes something off of that one. And
she's feeling it.
It was so close for so much. It was 3-1 Vikings at a point. 8-3 Ledgers. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
Huge part of the state. That's why when you see our thousands of online reviews, these are the words you most commonly see. Great service after the sale. That keeps us moving ahead for over 100 years. You won't get that with the big box stores. See for yourself why your neighbors say it's silica for your home.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Ledgers on a big run right now with Sienna Ployce at the line. 8-3 lead for the Ledgers. And it was 3-1 at a point. Ledgers continuing to have some resiliency early in sets to start. Vercotteren into set. She will go to Gilgenbach. It's been there high off the block. Petrowitz will get there, knock it deep into the back row to Annalise Kuhn. Vercotteren will go right back to Gilgenbach, through the block again and out of bounds. 9-3. Why not feed the hot hand?
We've talked about this before. We've said this before. You can overthink things. Right now, if you're Springs, don't overthink it. Feed 25. I mean, she's got to be close to 15 here, Justin.
That's 4 already in the set, and got half the points for basically for the Ledgers. Schwefel will knock it over deep into the back row. Stella Ployce will go into the back row to Sienna Ployce, way back, just back outside that back line, and it was a tough one for Verkotteren to be able to get that over to Gilgenbach. And now I can do my math here while I'm sitting here. Lindsay Morris checks in for the Ledgers. Petrowitz will serve, and if you're a Vikings fan, you want to see her go on a run because you don't want her to get off the court.
Correct.
And knocked down on the tip from Jill Pino.
Yeah, so right now, I mean, if you're Madeline Schwefel, if you're Jill Pino, if you're Sam Unger, we're probably going to see Annie Spiegelberg again. These players that are going to have a chance in the front row with Petrowitz on the bench, they got to have some sort of impact to try to get WLA back in this thing. Because
overpass, kill for Nuss.
Another big play at the net. And quite frankly, my big question coming into this was, could Springs battle at the net along with WLA? The answer has been unequivocally yes.
Stella Ploy. Riley Gilgenbach will serve. 10-5 lead Ledgers. Awkwardly off the arms. They will keep it alive. Knocked over by Evelyn Paul. Verkotteren cross court. Stella Ployce into the block and out of bounds. Gilgenbach goes into the back row. They'll go to Ployce on the left side now.
Yeah, why not? That's a pretty good alternative for the Ledgers to be able to put in there.
11-5 lead for the Ledgers in set 4. Out of the back row. Unger will go to Schwefel. High tip, kept alive off the arms of Morris. It falls. It'll be a kill for Schwefel. She will come out. Dowland will come in and serve. See if Dowland can go on one of those big runs that she had against Mayville last week.
Yeah, good shout there. That was a good callback to what she did last week. To your point, a couple of big runs. They need one.
Verkotteren goes to Ployce. Cross court.
Yeah.
In. 12-6.
Couple of WLA players motioning out, but I think that was just a hopeful one there. That was smoked cross court. And the Ledgers right now, when they have this kind of momentum, when they're playing this fluidly and this well, they can play with anyone in this conference.
Good dig and keeping it alive. Overpass. Can the Ledgers capitalize? So go to Ployce. She will swing and get the kill deep into the back row. 13-6. When it looked like it was going to be an errant bump to her, she found a way, readjusted, and killed it into the back row. And now her third of the set. 4 from Gilgenbach, 3 from Stella Ployce in this set so far for the Ledgers. Kuhn with a nice serve. They will set at the net to Jill Pino. Out of the back row by Gilgenbach. Nobody's going to get there. 13-7, a much-needed run ender from the swing of Jill Pino. Spiegelberg will check back in.
So WLA's got one more rotation with Petrowitz on the bench. So they gotta find a way here. Go on a little run maybe with Unger, and then you gotta side out the next one right away. And there's an ace for Sam Unger. So life for WLA perhaps. We'll see. They still got to fight this uphill momentum battle right now. I mean, I've been so impressed with Springs' ability to just not be shaken. They just have so much confidence right now.
13-8. Unger serves. Overpass. Tipped. Gonna fall. Addie Supernant. Her second kill of this set.
Took a little creativity from Addie Supernant. She's obviously doesn't have the height that Pino or Petrowitz have, so has to use the tip there, but found a way to get it done. WLA, it feels like they're still behind by more than 4. It's only 4 points right now, the deficit.
Lauren Taylor checks in for the Ledgers. Another ace for Unger. That one goes off of Stella Ployce. But we saw this in that last set. It was around the same time. It was probably around the same score, 13-8-ish. WLA made a big run. They came back into it, got into it, and then the Ledgers took over again.
Yeah, and then just dominated from there on out. So
Unger with a service error, misses out.
And that was the way that Springs regained control. WLA had a stretch there where they had 3 errors in 4 serves. And so, I mean, you're going to get what you ask for in that situation.
And they'll go to Vercauteren, who's been very good at the line today for the Ledgers. Announcer's jinx. It does exist. Don't let anybody fool you, like my boss. Now Haley Wolf will go back to serve. 14-11, a 3-point set. Petrowitz is back in for the Vikings. Vercauteren will set in the middle. Knockreiner tip, the middle of the floor. 15-11.
And Knockreiner was quiet in the third set, but her first 2 sets were very good, and that was a key side out there.
Stella Ployce went on a big run in that last set at the service line. 15-11 lead for the Ledgers. Got in the back row by Dowland. They'll go to Petrowitz. Big swing. Kuhn will get there. Vercauteren. Gilgenbach deep.
That was pretty close. Cross court for Gilgenbach, and it was out. But even the ones she's hitting out are not by much.
15-12, 3-point set. In set 4, a must-win for the Vikings. Supernan to serve. Ployce is there. Vercauteren back sets for Sienna Ployce. Tip shot. Haley Wolf digs it up. Unger goes to Schwefel. Stella Ployce in the back row. They'll go to Gilgenbach. She'll swing off the arms of Wolf. Supernan keeps it up. Going to be a tough play for Unger. It falls. And just that hard cross-court swing from Gilgenbach, there's not a whole lot you can do with it.
Yeah, quite frankly, that was a really good dig from Haley Wolf, and that's all you can ask for is to give an opportunity, and it was still a difficult play for Supernan then.
Unger will go to Petrowitz. Dug up by Knockreiner. Back set, Sienna Ployce. Big swing dug up by Unger. Wolf gets to it. Petrowitz will knock it over, free ball. It's out. 17-12 now.
Yeah, Knockreiner with another big dig in the back row. I mean, she's only out there in the back row when she's serving, and she's had 3 really quality digs tonight.
Schwefel off the high hands. Vercauteren will set to Nuss. Rolls it into the back row. Back set for Spiegelberg. That one's deep. It's 18-12. Just like this is almost identical to set 3.
It is.
It was 18-12 at a point in set 3. And we kind of saw it coming. We kind of feel that the Ledgers have had the momentum since the end of that set 1.
Correct.
Spiegelberg gets blocked. And out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, WLA rattled off the final 5 points of the first set, but you just felt like Springs had found something there at the end of that first set.
Unger will get to it. Schwefel off the tape. Let's say it was blocked. That one's just out. Good call by Knockreiner. Heard her say it. 21-12.
Yeah, Knockreiner's done a terrific job here serving and playing the back row, and WLA just has no answers right now. And it's one of those hopeless feelings as a coach where it's like you're not sure what to say because it's just the other team is doing everything right, and you can't find a way. You can't find a slice of real estate. It's just tough. That's outside the antenna, yeah.
Yep. Right call. It's 21-12. Not a whole lot Spiegelberg could do with that.
Nope. The passing has kind of gone for WLA, and that's part of the. That's where all of the thing. That's where everything starts, right? But it has been a tough road here in set number 4 for WLA, and really, since they went on that, they tightened up set number 2, and you thought, well, maybe WLA comes back and wins set 2, then it's a 2-0 lead. Well, closing out that second set, I don't know what Springs found there, but it has been all Ledgers since then, and they have looked as good as they've looked all season long.
Well, and it's funny because WLA started up like 3-1 and 3-0 in set 3 and set 4, and after that it was all Ledgers.
Yeah, it's you got to give them a ton of credit with like I said, this is my third time seeing Springs this year. This is by far the best they've looked.
And I thought that set that they won against Laconia,
Yep.
they looked very good.
Well, they ended up losing it,
Yep,
right?
No, they ended up losing it, and they were
but I agree. Yeah,
they looked so good until a certain point, but they've looked fantastic today.
Yeah, they were up 23 to whatever it was, 16 in that set, and then Gabby Pino and the Spartans went on the run. And again, we said it after that match. If you're just a scoreboard watcher, it's easy to see sweep, and it's like, oh, that was a blowout.
Yeah,
just like the Campbellsport Mayville match, right? Like it's easy to say sweep and say, wow, I can't believe Campbellsport beat the brakes off them. Well, they didn't, or Mayville beat the brakes off them. Excuse me. Well, they didn't. It was a close match. It's just volleyball is one of those that can kind of lie to you, and we saw that. I mean, Springs, obviously, that third set, Laconia beat them pretty good. But how do you come back from that second set that they had? Tonight has just been unbelievable from the Ledgers.
Sienna Ployce pushed into the back row by Riley Gilgenbach. A fantastic serve from Ployce. Off the high hands, it'll fall to the floor. It'll be a kill for Schwefel, 22-14.
And now WLA is going to have to go on a spring or a Laconia type of run to just stay alive tonight.
Petrowitz at the line, 22-14, and you need the run now while she's still on the floor.
Correct.
Kuhn to Vercotter, and they'll go to Kuhn in the back row with a big swing. Oh. You don't see your libero swing like that very often. Vercotter and Gilgenbach readjusts. Still gets enough on it to make it difficult for the Vikings. Schwefel finds that back line. Back-to-back kills for Madeline Schwefel, 22-15.
Yeah, and if nothing else here, WLA's got Madeline Schwefel there on that outside. They got to find something other than their middles, because here tonight you're seeing the pressure on Pino and Petrowitz has just been. They need something else.
They're looking for a touch. No touch.
No, I think that touched the tape. I think that's a good no.
Tape.
Yeah, I think that's a good no call that time.
22-16, Vikings creeping back into it.
But it's always worth the ask, right?
Good serve from Petrowitz. That's an ace. That's her third ace of the day. 22-17. .22-17 lead for the Ledgers. Vikings trying to crawl back into it. They will set off the tape from Gilgenbach. Exactly what you needed. Give it to the one who brought you here. 23-17.
Yeah, just poetic justice there to give it to Gilgenbach and let her kind of close this thing out for you. And now she's at the service line with a chance to literally do that. Oh.
And there's that miscommunication we haven't seen. It goes off of Lindsey Morris, falls to the floor, 23-18.
Yep, saw it 3 times, maybe 4 times there in that first set, and then that's the first time since. So give Coach Fenner and the rest of the crew a ton of credit for cleaning that up between the first and second set.
Bella Dowland will serve, 23-18. Lindsey Morris digs for Conrad. Stella Ployce off the block. She'll knock it up. Pushed over by Kuhn. Unger will set. Supernan pushes it. Good dig from Gilgenbach. He'll go cross court. Stella Ployce with a tip. It'll fall. 24-18 match point.
Ployce and Gilgenbach, doesn't really matter who. They have both been terrific on this outside.
4 kills for Ployce in this set. 5 from Gilgenbach. Kuhn will serve on match point.
Yeah, and if it wasn't, I was just going to. It can't be cursed the commentator because I didn't say it, but I was going to say if it wasn't going to be Gilgenbach or Ployce, who better to have at the service line than Annalise Kuhn, and drives it right into the net. So
Sam Unger will serve. She had a pair of aces in a row in that last set. 24-19. And here we go. Match point again. They will set for Knockreiner. She will tip. Good dig by Dowland. Knocked over by the Vikings. Carter will go cross court. Ployce, big swing off the tape, falls to the floor. Ledgers win. All 3 sets they win, go 25-19. And after losing set 1, They win the 3 straight.
Yeah, that was as impressive as it gets from St. Mary's Springs. I mean, they came to play after that first set. Whatever they found, they dominated the final 3 here tonight. And again, I know 25-19. It's not like WLA got blown off the court tonight, but Springs was in control the entire time.
All right, we'll step aside. We'll run a couple of ads. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus, Radio Sports, and Jeff's live streams.
Precision engineering. Rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pino. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino, build better for future generations.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today. Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
We are host.
Back here down on the court here at Hutter Gymnasium, a 3-1 win for Springs tonight. Here with Coach. Coach, what was the conversation after set number 1? You guys had a couple of miscommunications there in that first set where you kind of let the ball drop. Didn't really see that after that. What was the conversation to kind of clean up those mental errors? After that, you guys were lights out.
A lot of things with them. It's just telling them to enjoy themselves, have fun, and then the other thing is stop hesitating. You're going to go. If you're not going to go, don't go. And I think that's the biggest thing is they just kept hesitating and not going for it, and then they'd second guess it. So I just said, if you're going to go, just go.
You know, obviously, you got a couple of good leaders here in Riley and Estella. They combined for something like 23 kills tonight. Just your ability to get those guys involved early and just their ability to just always make the right play and in the right swing, it seems like, right?
Yeah, our team relies on them a lot. So if one of them is down and they're struggling, we kind of feel it. So when they're both succeeding, we're all succeeding at the same time. I'm getting other girls to kind of pick up the slack if one of them is struggling at times. So tonight it was just an all in all. Everybody was succeeding when they needed to.
Last one for you. Just how big was tonight to just kind of deep breath, win over a rivalry, win over a rival, and to just kind of say, like, let's turn this thing back around. We still got plenty to play for this year, right?
It was huge. I told them come into it strong. They're obviously going to come in strong, and knowing that they took Mayville to 5 sets and didn't come out with it. I said, well, if we can do better, then we know that we can compete with Mayville, and we'll be do just fine the rest of the conference.
Coach, congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, we'll let you hand that off to Riley.
Jacob, have Jordan use the other mic.
All right. We'll go with this mic then. All right, we got Riley Gilgenbach here. Riley, 14 kills tonight for you. We'll start with, I guess, after that first set, you guys had a couple of miscommunications. The ball dropped. What was the message from Coach that kind of allowed you guys to get back into it? And what was your message to the team to just kind of calm things down and get back into it?
I don't know. She just usually tells us, like, just be a team, have fun. If you have fun, like, then you just automatically, you're better on the court. Like, you trust each other more. And I don't know. I just feel like when you're having fun, you definitely just, like, go for every ball. Like, it doesn't matter. And then everyone just, I feel like that brings our energy up a lot.
When things are going good and you're hitting them like you were hitting them tonight, it's got to feel good. And then just, I guess, the confidence that your teammates have in you, what does that mean to you? That they just kind of kept feeding you when you had it going?
You know, it's a pleasure, honestly. It really makes me feel good because we have a lot of strong hitters on our team, and like our setter-hitter connection has gotten a lot better at least this game. Sometimes it's not the best, but like Allie and Savea, obviously, like their sets, like really, we worked on them a lot at practice, and she likes, like, I just feel like we've definitely gotten better. And yeah, it's a compliment to say the least.
You know, big match tonight. Yeah, win over a rival. You guys kind of get yourself back into it here. You're now 2-2 in the flyway. Obviously, still plenty of games left in conference and then playoffs after that. I mean, what did this win tonight tell you guys about what you can do the rest of the way?
Well, this win tonight has shown us that, like obviously we just had to get our groove on, and I feel like now that we have that, like we found that connection with everyone, I feel like now we can, and we found a good rotation. And like we lost to Campbellsport last week, but like WLA beat that. Wait, no, I don't even know what happened. Lost in 5. Yeah, so I don't know, it just shows that I feel like we've gotten better as a team. What was the other part of the question?
No, that was good. Congrats on the win tonight, Riley.
Thank you.
All right, we'll let Estella come in here. Estella, right around double-digit kills tonight, 9 kills for you. Just talk about, coming out after that first set didn't go the way you guys wanted to, and the response in the next 3 sets. Just, I guess, what does that say about this team and its ability to just kind of bounce back and fight?
Yeah, so we knew after the first set we really had to push ourselves, and communication is a big aspect on our team. And if we really communicate and put all the effort in and try, we know that we can win any game.
You know, when you talk about a rivalry match like this tonight, obviously a big one for you guys to avoid falling 1-3 in the conference. What did tonight's performance tell you about what this team can do the rest of the way?
Yeah, so tonight we really had to pull through. We really wanted to win this game because of football, all the guys. They were really encouraging us the whole day, but we really know that because of this game, we can win any game we put our mind to, and yeah.
Last one for you. It seems like you guys have a ton of fun. You guys were dancing to all the songs out there. Coach mentioned it. Staying loose seems to be a big deal for this team, and when you guys are just having fun, the rest seems to kind of follow suit. How often does she need to remind you guys of that? This is a game, right? We're still out here having fun. That's when you guys seem to play your best.
Oh, a lot. Our team is really fun. We really have, we're best friends. We're all a family, and we just have the best time on and off the court. We really connect, and yeah, we just have a lot of fun.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you so much.
There you go. Appreciate a few minutes from Coach Fenner as well as Riley Gilgenbach and Estella Ployce. Those two combined for 23 kills unofficially tonight. We'll send it back up to Justin up in the broadcast booth, and we'll close things out here from Hutter Gymnasium right after this.
Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options. Appetizers, salad.
Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber, True Value in downtown Lamera, where the tracks cross Maine, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Municipal Well and Pump began over 100 years ago, one community and one relationship at a time. Employee owned, employee accountable, a personal stake in every project. Today, we are the largest well and pump contractor in the region. Our customers know us as honest people who treat them as people. We believe every family deserves clean, abundant water. To us, nothing is more important. We might not always be the lowest priced option, but integrity and dependability can be rare. And in this vital industry, prioritizing a quality experience creates lifetime relationships. Municipal Well and Pump. We care about keeping clients connected to water.
Welcome back here on the postgame show on Radio Plus, Video Sports, and Jeff's live streams. Jordan, from what I saw from the Ledgers today, you talked about it earlier. You said that you think they can compete with anybody in the conference when they play like this. I would not disagree with you.
Yeah, and I think that's what they just said down there too. I think this was a good proving grounds for them tonight for that reassurance that for the same thing, that they can compete with every team in the Flyway Conference, and they know that they've left themselves with a very improbable chance of winning anything. You lose two matches, it's probably not going to happen. But they also know you beat Mayville, you give yourself a chance. So they knew they had to win everything from here on out. I will say this: after that first set, it didn't look likely, but give them a ton of credit with how they responded in set 2, 3, and 4. To really bounce back, and for my money, they controlled all three of those sets, just like you would hope so. And Gilgenbach and Ployce got going, and that was all she wrote.
Well, we got some doozies coming at you tomorrow, Jordan. We have, obviously, you will be at the Mayville St. Mary Springs game at Fruth. Going to be a great one.
Yeah, we talked about it in the pregame. I think that one's going to be everything it's been built up to be, and I expect that one to, yeah. Nothing else to say other than smash mouth flyway football. Those two teams personify it more than probably anyone else in the flyway.
100%. I mean, that is exactly what you see.
They both want to punch you right in the mouth.
I like to call it the old school Iowa-Wisconsin football, and that's what it is.
It is.
It's ground and pound. They're going to win it at the offensive and interior lines is where somebody's going to win that football.
Mayville better be careful, otherwise Wisconsin's going to have to hire Coach Hilber if they want to turn anything around. Maybe Hilber could pick up a first down. Anyway, I'm sorry. Too soon.
In some FVA action, we have Fondy and Appleton East. Should be a good one up there in Appleton. Nick Rush will be on the call with that one. While Pond at Toma, Stephen Randy will head over to Watoma for that one. And 8-man Valley Christian and Oakfield, we talked about. Battle at the top of the conference, the 4-1 Valley Christian. I got to remember what, Crusaders, I think?
Warriors, I
Warriors,
believe.
yeah, the Warriors, that's right. They will take on the 4-1 Oakfield Oaks. And then the Lamar Lions will head to Laconia. And another one is Laconia, a sneaky team in that flyweight conference. They had a great game against Springs. They held it to a very tight game. They lost to Omro in a tough game. They just blew out North Fond du Lac last week, so they're coming in on a little bit of a high.
Yeah, I would say, Jack Rentz finally found the end zone a couple of times. I think their ability to mix it up is going to be interesting for all of the opponents from here on out in the Flyway Conference. So, yeah, I mean, on paper, that one feels like a Lamira win, but this conference has taught me that you can't prognosticate pretty much anything in this league. Like, you can't. Anything you say, it may not happen, and I think Laconia has been a good example of that this year too. So we'll see how the Spartans play coming up tomorrow night against Lamira.
So that being said, we will be back on air tomorrow. I know you'll probably be on a little bit earlier. You'll have a fair amount of ads for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we'll be on at 6:15 tomorrow at Fruth, and we'll have Nick and I will break everything down for you on the pregame show. So I'm looking forward to that.
Nick Detman, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
So I think me and Jacob and Nate Brown and Sam Ham will be over at Laconia. I think Jeff will be over at Oakfield, and you'll have that should be it. Jeff, yeah. I think that's all we got on Jeff's live stream side of it. But nonetheless, Ledgers win this one after falling in set 1, 25-20. Then they win 25-19 in set 2, 3, and 4. They win in 4, continuing to keep their little bit of slim conference hopes alive. They move to 2-2. We'll be back on air tomorrow for football on Jeff's live streams and Radio Plus. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams would like to thank our sponsors.
Hookster's Greenhouse, Sam's Well Drilling, Katie's Log Cabin,
Generations Lanes and Angling Only, PT Tire and Service, Pino Construction,
Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Glamour Shop, Schaefer Auto,
Airtech, Coal, Oil, and Propane, WIT Services,
Pioneer Keg, Lidke Lumber, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Phase Heating and Cooling, Integrity Saw and Tool.